I'm Sarah Hoyne, I'm the Head of Law at Godalming College. So thank you for being interested in law as a subject. And I think, like myself, I got to choose law at A-level, and it took me on a really interesting path of options, careers, and also finding out so many different things about law and our legal system. So one of the first things that I'd say about the value of choosing law and doing it at A-level is actually your first opportunity to study it. So you don't get to do it at school. It's not similar to any other subject that you do at school in GCSE. So it's a really good opportunity if you're interested in it as a potential career opportunity, or you're thinking of law at university. Try it at A-level, see if it's the right subject for you. And law links into everything within society. There isn't an aspect of what we can and can't do that isn't impacted by law. And you'll be surprised how much that does have a significant impact.
My name is Favour. I am studying A-level law. I chose to study law. Initially, I was only intrigued by law because of shows that I'd watched. But upon going to some of the open days, I met some of the staff and I just really liked the department. I liked the look of it, talking about what they go over as well. That was something I found quite interesting.
Hi, my name is Maria and I study Law, Maths and Spanish A-level at Godalming College. Initially, I chose to study law because I wanted to build a foundation in my hopefully future career, as I want to be a detective. So I wanted to understand the legal principles behind the role.
Just to explain the course structure for law, I also need to explain the exam process as well, because law is 100% exam, so there's no coursework element to the course whatsoever, and it's broken down into 3 different exam papers. So one exam paper looks at criminal law, so we look at lots of different criminal offences and defences and how our criminal court system works and who's involved in it. And then the other 2 exam papers are on civil areas of law, known as contract and tort law. So the key to success in studying law is to really know the breadth of what you're going to cover. We will actually give out study packs for every topic we cover on the course, which is about 50 in total. So we need you to be quite organised. We need you to be interested in it as a subject. And that's what's great about law, is no matter whenever you watch the news, there will always be something law related that can link to your studies. And that's what we really like to do, as well as covering the legal principles and the detail of the law. We want you to be able to bring law to life as well. So watching the news, going to visit your local court, so at Guildford or Winchester, and then in the summer term where we go to the Royal Courts of Justice and sit in on cases within the Court of Appeal. Ideally, hopefully we might get into the Supreme Court as well, and the Old Bailey in London. So it's really important that you understand what law is actually about. And what we like about it as a subject is its problem solving. 75% of each exam paper for contract, crime and tort are legal scenarios where you need to use what you've learnt about the law to explain what the law is, identify it in the scenario, and then apply it to what that's going to mean. So looking at the intricacies, which I think really helps you to work out whether law is a potential as a career option for you. So the skill of problem solving and being able to recall lots of factual information that is accurate is a really important skill for law. Be aware that also it's not criminology. It's not kind of looking at making a murderer. We don't look at that at all on the course. It's actually what is criminal law? How do we establish liability in our different offences that we study?
The best bit about studying A-level law, I would definitely say, is looking into real life cases. You get to explore things that have happened in real life, not just like made up scenarios, which is really interesting because it shows you that the subject is real, that you're actually studying something that influences the world. And when you see something you know about, like happen on the news, or like they talk about like a case that you've learnt about, it's real, it kind of makes you feel a little bit smart. So I guess that's one of the cool things about studying law, something I enjoyed.
I would say my favourite part about law is how engaging it is. I love how you don't have to learn the content simply just to spit it out onto an exam paper. You're learning the rules and the legal knowledge, and you're also learning how to apply it to scenarios, and also then how to apply it in real life as well. So that's definitely very interesting, as it's like law's like a puzzle. I also think that looking back on your progression is very rewarding. So that's probably my favourite thing about law.
So in the law department, we have all got experience in practicing law or working in-house within legal departments, and have studied law as a main degree as well. So you will have specialist law teachers in taking on the course that have that experience of the reality of trying to then get into the profession as well.
I would say the teachers are actually really cool. Like they help you out a lot in terms of like lessons. Even when you're not in lesson, if you just ping a message, they're always just happy to help with anything, basically. I mean, I've definitely had some moments where I've been a little bit stuck or just wanted to improve and didn't know where to go, and just having my teachers there just to send a message or just, you know, go over like past paper questions I've tried, it's been really helpful for me. So I would say they're definitely really cool, really dedicated, really nice as well. So no worries there.
I would say the teachers are honestly incredible. They're very, very, very passionate about their subject, which means that not only they're very knowledgeable about it, but also that they want to help as much as possible, and they know the students very, very well. I'd also say that they're very supportive, and they're always there for you, whether it's a simple, silly question that you just pop in the Teams chat, or whether it's something more, you know, about your personal life or your future aspirations. They will always be there to help you. So I think that's really, really great.
We also have a lot of students go on to take law further. It generally varies every year. So some years we've had 50 to 65% of students go on to study law or a law-based degree at university. So law combined with another subject like law and criminology, or law with marketing as well, or law and business. And a lot of students also have gone on to do law apprenticeships, or have realised they really enjoy law as a subject, but don't want to do it fully in terms of that's your complete path and degree option, but decide to do careers that do link into law. So say, for example, with marketing, where you need to be aware of contract law, and also in HR as well, in terms of understanding employment law and the basis of contracts.
After college, I do intend to go to university. Although I am thinking about taking a gap year before going, that's going to be decided later on, but I would definitely say that after college, my main progression will be university.
So hopefully after college, I am going to uni. Well, so I hold an offer at UCL for crime and security science, which I think is really great for me because it kind of like links law and psychology and also science, because I study maths as well. So, you know, there's that sort of science aspect behind crime. And then I'm going to use my legal foundation to sort of build myself up to be hopefully a great detective in the future.
If you're interested in finding more, it's really important to read the AQA law specification, and we look forward to seeing you at Open Evening and our Go to Godalming event as well.